What's going on, guys? Zennosh here, and today I'm bringing this video to you guys on about the top 10 list of the 4-star nat DoT skill servants, guys. The DoT dealers, okay, DoT-ters, or that's what we are gonna say, DoT-ters, DoT-ters. Okay, so before starting this video, I would really love to recommend you guys to subscribe to my channel, and please leave your views and opinions in the comment section below after this video, and please do consider donating to this channel to help me improve the contents. Okay, so anyways, let's get this started. In the number 10, we have Dark Laura. Okay, she just only have one DoT skill right over here, which says 70% chance of dealing dark damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds by level 3. Okay, seems very weak, but still, it's really up to her. You know, the team passive that is really making up her weakness. You know, because it says accuracy of all element allies increases by 39% at dungeon. That 39% of accuracy is too good, because like if you add a DoT-ter, then that means like you really need a lot of accuracy in order to land the DoT skills more, you know, like frequently. Okay, so a lot of accuracy is really required. So this Dark Laura is actually having that one DoT skill of level 3 for a total of 30 seconds actually when you actually skill it up. Okay, so that's pretty good, guys. With this team passive and this second skill, it's really gonna go. Anyways, as a support, I mean like as a range DPS, he has pretty good skill sets. First skill being the defense decreasing chance for 30 seconds, and the another one is like increases attack by 60 for 60 seconds, level 4. Pretty good, right? And then deals damage based on the enemy's max HP, multi-hit 1, and the passive skill, active skills have a 50% chance to strike fear into the enemy for 4 seconds. So that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, anyways, now let's move on to the number 9. In the number 9, we have Water Laura. Okay, product of obsession. Okay, again we have Laura again. Okay, so she is here because of her combo skill. Okay, which says like 70% chance of dealing the water damage over time to all enemies for 15 seconds by level 5. Okay, so if you actually skill it up, it will go up to 30 seconds, and level 5 of DoT is pretty awesome. Okay, I think she is the only DPS, I mean like the only 4-star nat servant that can actually deal a level 5 sort of water DoT. Okay, so that's really good. That's really good. And this is again further made better by her team passive. Speed of all element allies increases by 26% at dungeon. Okay, speed is so much required. Okay, because you really need to spam your skill a lot over and over again, right? So if you want to do that, an additional boost in speed is always welcome. It's always welcome. Okay, so she's also a support unit, so she has a lot of support skills as well. So if you have her in your team, you won't regret it. Okay, so let's look into the first skill. 70% chance of reducing the enemy's attack for 30 seconds by level 3. Okay, that's pretty good. The second one, Dementia. Okay, increases the defense of all allies for 60 seconds by level 4. Nice. And 70% chance of disrupting the enemy from healing HP. Pretty good, right? And the combo skill has the 70% chance of decreasing the defense of enemies for 30 seconds by level 3. Pretty awesome. Okay, when it comes to the passive skill, 70% chance of remove one debuff on tank class when using the active skills. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So she's actually being a really good support at the same time, while her combo skill is it packs a punch. Okay, with that level 5 DoT or level 5 DoT. Okay, damn, that's good. Team passive and combo skill, that's why she is here in the number 9. Now let's move on to the number 8. In the number 8, we have Water Reynar. Her DoT skill or DoT skill is in the fast skill. 70% chance to deal water damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds, and it's a level 4 DoT. Okay, this is better than the Water Laura because she has this DoT skill in her fast skill. Okay, making it so easy to spam. Okay, I mean like there will be so many situations where you won't be able to land a DoT. Okay, so with the increased frequency in which you can actually keep on casting the DoT, it's gonna make actually sure that the DoT will land more precisely. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, you're actually trying to win with your frequency. 70% chance to disrupt the enemy from healing HP. Wow, that's pretty awesome as well. So she is a support class servant, okay? And when it comes to the team passive as well, it's a PvP based, so it's really not that good, because dot skills are much more preferred for the dungeon section, right, or dungeon area, right? So passive skill, 50% chance to increase the defense of tank class for 15 seconds when using the active skills. Pretty good. Her combo skill has the chance to increase attack of all allies for 60 seconds by level 4. That is awesome. 70% chance of preventing enemy from the receiving buffs for 30 seconds. Good. Cool strike, second skill, increases the defense of all allies for 60 seconds by level 4. That's awesome. Okay, so she is here all because of her first skill, okay, which has level 4 water dot. Okay, so that's good, that's good. Anyways, now let's move on to the number 7. In the number 7, we have Forest Koume. Okay, she is also here because of her fast skill as well. Okay, in her fast skill, she has the 70% chance to deal the forest dot for 15 seconds. If you skill it up, then yes, it can go up to 30 seconds by level 4. That is so awesome. Okay, level 4, that's pretty good. 70% chance to remove one buff on the enemy as well. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, she's a support class servant as well, and with the second skill, she increases the defense of all allies for 60 seconds by level 4. Pretty good. Her combo skill has the 70% chance of reducing the skill gauge of the enemy by 25%. That is really awesome. Okay, trying to really slow down your enemies, that is always a good thing. 70% chance of decreasing the enemy defense for 30 seconds by level 3. Wow. Multi-hit 5. Damn. And the passive skill, combo skill gauge of the healer class is increased by 10% for the each buff removed on the enemy. Okay. And finally, her team passive, attack of all element allies increases by 25% at all regions. Now that's why she's a little bit better than the water Reynar. Okay, just because of this thing, meaning like 25% of attack boost to all elements at all regions. Wow, that is so awesome. Okay, anyways, now let's move on to the number 6. In the number 6, we have Dark Mary. Okay, she's a support class servant, and she's right over here because of her healing spells. Okay, so she is really good. Anyways, let's look into her first skill, where she has her dot, and it's a 70% chance to deal dark damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds by level 4. One thing you also need to notice that it's a dark dot. Okay, so meaning like it has a really good chance of being inflicted on any servant. She herself being a dark servant, she won't be having any problem. Like let's say water Reynar, if she's trying to inflict that DoT of hers on a forest opponent, then like most of the time it will just be a glancing hit. Okay, so that will be a very, very bad scenario. But with the Dark Mary, you can go anywhere. Okay, 70% chance to disrupt the enemy from healing HP. Pretty good. And the next one, second skill, okay, gradually heals all allies for 15 seconds by level 3. Pretty good. 70% chance to reduce the speed of all enemies for 60 seconds by level 3. Awesome. Okay, and the combo skill increases defense of all allies for 60 seconds by level 5. Oh my god, a level 5? Damn, that's a lot. Removes one debuff from all allies. Wow, okay, that is good. Her combo skill really is outshining. And the passive skill, 50% chance to increase the skill gauge of the tank class by 10% when using active skills. Okay, and with the team passive, it's really restrictive to the PvP. So as dot skills are much more preferred in the dungeon, so her team passive is a little bit useless. Anyways, it's really her fast skill and her dark affinity or element that she is right here in the rightful place of 6th position. Okay, anyways, now let's move on to the number 5. In the number 5, we have Fire Belladonas. Okay, the outcast. She is really awesome, guys. She is a support unit, and just look into her fast skill. Okay, 70% chance to deal fire damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds at level 4. That is pretty awesome, right? First skill that can be spammable. Okay, so that is pretty good. Spammable skill. 70% chance to disrupt the enemy from healing HP. Wow, okay, that's awesome. Second skill, increases speed of all allies for 60 seconds by level 3, and again increases defense of all allies for 60 seconds by level 3. This is the really bread and butter skill for her. Okay, damn, this is so good. And for all allies, wow, that's really awesome, guys. So this is why she is here. Okay, she has a dot skill, right? And at the same time, her second skill is so awesome. Okay, it has really good buff. And her combo skill, okay, 70% chance to reduce the skill gauge of all enemies by 30%. Wow. 70% chance to decrease the enemy's defense for 30 seconds by level 3. Awesome. Okay. And passive skills, 50% chance to increase the speed of healer class for 15 seconds when using the active skills by level 3. Okay. And finally, the team passive, it's really more focused on the PvP, as we really need it more on the dungeons. So it's really not really that valid. Okay. Anyways, she's right over here because of her first and the second skill. Okay. Anyways, now let's move on to the number 4. In the number 4, we have Light Griselda, the Angelic Guardian. Yes, she is here, obviously because she is of a light element as well. And her fast skill that deals the dot, 70% chance to deal light damage over time for 15 seconds by level 4. That is so awesome. Increases the chance of glancing hit whenever an ally is attacked by 30 seconds by level 4. Wow, that's so good. Okay, glancing hit rate is always good. The second skill is the Valkyria. It increases the defense of all allies for 60 seconds by level 3. Removes one debuff from allies under attack. Wow, that is really cool, guys. I mean, like, she is a really good servant. I mean, support servant. Okay. And finally, her combo skill grants immunity to all allies for 15 seconds. Wow. I mean, like, if you are gonna max out this skill, then I think it's gonna extend to 30 seconds. Okay. 70% chance of decreasing enemies defense for 30 seconds by level 3. Wow, just awesome. Just wow, right over there. And the passive skills, active skills, have a 50% chance to grant immunity to tank class for 15 seconds, which can be so awesome. Okay, it's a really big blessing. Okay. And when it comes to the team passive, speed of all elemental allies increases by 26% at dungeon where we need her. Okay, where we need her. So that really makes her the top contender. Okay, right now in the 4th position. So if you have Light Griselda, just take her into your arsenal, as if you don't have a really good dot servant like Fire Blavatsky. Okay, so she can be a really good support and at the same time a dot dealer. Okay, so that is so awesome, guys. See herself being the light unit. Damn. And now let's move on to the number 3. In the number 3, now we have Forest Laura. Okay, the product of obsession. She's right over here because she has now 2 dot skills, guys. 2 dot skills, not just 1, 2 dot skills. The first skill, okay, that has a 70% chance to deal the forest dot to the enemy for 15 seconds. If you skill it up, then it will be extended to 30 seconds. That's pretty good, right? Dementia, okay, and 70% chance to deal dark damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds. Dark dot, okay, for 30 seconds. Wow. Okay, so forest and dark. Damn, that's a lot, guys. 2 dot skills. Wow. So second, I mean, like, the combo skill is increases his strength based on the caster's max HP. She will do the HP based like damage, as she is a ranged DPS. When it comes to the passive skill, 50% chance to increase the caster's crit rate for 15 seconds level 2 when using the active skills. It really doesn't make much sense, but anyways, that's good. Team passive, attack of all element allies increases by 32% at dungeon. Wow, so that's pretty awesome team passive. Okay, well, it really doesn't benefit the dot skillers, I mean, like, dot dealers, but anyways, it's good indeed. Okay, anyways, now let's move on to the number 2. In the number 2, yet again, we have another Laura, this time the Fire Laura, the product of obsession. Okay, she is here because of her 2 dot skills and her passive skill also doing the dot damage. Okay, so just let's look into it. The first skill, 70% chance to deal fire dot to the enemy for 30 seconds. Okay, if you max skill it up, it will be 30 seconds, and yes, it will be of level 3. Okay, and the second one is dementia. Yes, it has the 70% chance to deal dark damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds. Okay, if you skill it up, yes, it's gonna be 30 seconds as well. Okay, so 30. Damn. Okay, wow. That's really awesome, guys. A fire dot and a dark dot. Awesome. Increases strength based on the caster's max HP. She is a DPS servant. Okay, anyways, the combo skill is really redundant. Passive skill, 50% chance of dealing fire damage over time to the enemy when using the active skills. Whenever she is using the fast skill or the second skill, there is a 50% chance that the enemy is gonna be inflicted with the fire dot, okay, by level 1. So that is why she has an extra edge against the forest Laura, okay. So that's how it is. Team passive, defense of all elemental allies increases by 32% at dungeon. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, anyways, now let's move on to our number 1. In the number 1, okay, obviously it's again the Laura, but this time she is the light Laura, okay, the product of obsession. Yes, in the top 10 list, all the version of Laura are included, while the white Laura being the most supreme, okay. Why is she here? Obviously because she is a light unit and she is much more similar like the fire Laura, but due to her elemental advantage, like having no elemental disadvantage at all, so she is here in the rightful position of number 1, okay. The fast skill, 70% chance to deal light damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds. Yes, she can inflict it on anyone, like let's say for fire Laura, if she's trying to inflict her fire dot over the water opponent or enemy, most probably it's gonna be considered as the glancing hit, okay. So that's really bad. And the second one is dementia, okay, 70% chance to deal dark damage over time to the enemy for 15 seconds by level 3. So light and dark, that can be a really harassing factor for so many servants, like for opponents in this game, okay. So that's really good. Finally, the combo skill, okay, increases strength based on the caster's max HP, multi hit 1, okay. Passive skill, 50% chance of dealing the light damage over time to the enemy when using the active skills. So whenever she is using her fast skill or the second skill, there is a 50% chance that the enemy will be inflicted with the light dot damage, guys. So that's so cool. And when it comes to the team passive, yes, she is gonna boost the HP of all element allies by 32% at dungeon. So that is good. Depending on the situation, she might be, and like her team passive might be useful, okay. But anyways, this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel, and please leave your views and opinions in the comment section below now, okay, as this is the end of the video. And please guys, do consider donating to help me improve the contents of my channel, and see you guys in the next video.